Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Manchester United versus Fiorentina, I should say, in pre-season friendly. We are finally back at Old Trafford, getting ready to get the season underway. But we've got one more game just before it happens, and it's versus Fiorentina. I need to quickly sort out. I forgot to make a Brian and Buemo graphic, so let's quickly get that sorted. But Benjamin Sesko to Manchester United is official. We have locked in. We have locked him in. And he has been unveiled today at Old Trafford, along with the rest of the signings, of course. David De Gea as well, back with the team. I forgot my earphones, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be able to listen to the commentary. But yeah, very happy with our. We'll get into transfers. We'll get into transfers eventually. Bumo, there we go. Also need to make Sesko. I'm going to get to your chats in a second. I wonder what number Benjamin Sesko will wear. Let's move. Let's do that. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, no, this is Bruno Fernandes here to hand over David De Gea. That is beautiful. The applause from the Old Trafford faithful. David De Gea, Manchester United legend, back at Old Trafford. Let's do that. I forgot to make a Bayinda one, but it's fine. Just pretend Onana is Bayinda for now. And then we've got... Let's do that. Brian and Bumo. There we go. I think Brian and Bumo is going to be playing in the 9 today, which is an interesting one, of course. But we'll see how that goes. But let's get into before the game starts. United Healthcare, welcome to the chat. What a match. Go Chelsea. I am ranking. Yay. I can't tell if it's a Chelsea fan or it's a United fan. Jeff is back in the chat. Whoa, we're back, baby, for another season. Hope all is great with you, mate. Bring on the madness again. 100%. I'm actually surprisingly really buzzing about this, like, the season. I'm actually really excited. These signings have been so transformative. We'll get into more signings, of course. Travis, welcome to the chat. Okay, let's see United preseason. I am curious. Yeah, we've been decent in preseason so far. I'll say that much. 0, 0. Flip. Okay, wait. We need a set. Okay, Bruno Mbuemo is going to kick us off here. Let's just... Sorry, I'm also kind of sick. And we're underway. We are underway. Sorted. Okay, there we go. First half is underway. Manchester United versus Fiorentina. The return of David De Gea, and Manchester United, I believe it's their last preseason game before we kick off against Arsenal next week, Sunday. Oh, okay. Lots to get into. I'm going to first take a sip before we get into that. let's get that sorted. But yeah, also I need to somehow wait. I need to get this pop out the chat. Oh flip. Wow. This is a oh flip. Okay, it's fine. Okay, lots to get into. Let's kick off with the first thing, which is the fact that no, let's get into the lineup first. First things first is get into the lineup. So, Bayinda in goal. I know it says Onana there, but just bear with me for a second. I don't see Bayinda playing a lot, so I haven't really made a graphic for him, but I will do it eventually. Then we've got Onana. So we've got Bayinda in goal. We have Lenny Yoro playing right centre back with Maguire in the middle, and then Aiden Heaven on the left side. Very happy with Yoro and Aiden Heaven. And then obviously Maguire's quite solid in that central defensive role. Dogo on that left hand side has been brilliant in preseason. Ahmed on the right wing back. Bruno and Casemiro are midfield partnership today. Actually, I'm gonna move Mbeumo in there. And there, so Casemiro first game back. I think this is the first game we've seen of him in preseason. And then we've got Mount and Cunha in the 10s with Mbeumo just higher up. But it looks like Mbeumo's dropped into the 10. I think there's going to be a lot of rotation in that 10-9 role. I think, obviously, the plan is, there's a lot of talks of Højlund being sold. United wants about 40 million for him. Absolute steal if we get 40 million for Højlund, by the way. But AC Milan are inquiring about it. I think it would be absolutely... I think having Sesko as our main man this season, and then realistically we probably need another striker, but actually no, we don't, because we've got Xerxes coming back from injury eventually, don't we? I think Xerxes is going to absolutely cook this season, by the way, like 100%. I think he's going to cook him, with him next to Mbeumo and Cunha. I think he's got such football intelligence that he's just going to cook. I don't know. I got that sneaky feeling. I don't like Sesko, but maybe he can prove me wrong. But that depends. But Travis, don't you support Liverpool, or am I wrong? But I was also a bit skeptical of Sesko. I wanted Prem Proven. I wanted a Ollie Watkins, that type of profile. But now that he is a Manchester United player, I'm absolutely buzzing. We've got a striker, and I want him to hit the ground running. The main reason why I would have got Ollie Watkins is Prem Proven, and I would have liked to see us sign a midfielder. But if we do end up being able to sign Sesko and a midfielder, then I'll 100% take that any day of the week. We're obviously in talks with Belieber, and it's like so funny. It's like United fans spoke it into existence. But obviously in Donnarumma, Gianluigi Donnarumma, I can't believe it, we're linked with him as well. For fee of like 30 million or something. Lemons as well. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But if we get Donnarumma and Belieber to finish off this window, I genuinely, and then we sell Garnacho, Anthony, and Sancho, I genuinely think that is like a 10 out of 10 window. I literally couldn't have asked for better. It's insane. Insane. Won't be a long, sorry, need my cancer sleep. That's fair. Definitely beer for the Arsenal game, though. Seriously happy with Sesko, but obviously still young. We'll have to deal with all that pressure. 100% high fee. very young, lots of pressure, especially as a United forward. You know what I mean. But I'm hoping he hits the ground running, and be it with having Cunha and Embuemo behind you um, with Bruno Fernandes to supplement you. It's not a bad. I would feel really bad for him if he had Garnacho behind him. But Garnacho and like Anthony or something behind him. But we've got massive upgrades in the front department. To think we were having like just a year ago we were having like Garnacho, Hoyland, and like Anthony or someone starting, and now we have Cunha and Buemo, and like it depends on who plays, whether Bruno plays in the 10, Mount now playing in the 10 obviously. Although Mount seems to be occupying that number 9 role for today's game, but we'll see how that rotates. I think Ahmad's going to have a big season as well, right wing back. A lot of people think he's going to be wasted there. I think he's going to be so crucial to our build-up play and like our press and everything. Here's Fiorentina on the left-hand side. Dorgu with a brilliant challenge. Excited to see Benjamin Sesko, bro. Excited to see him. How tall is Benjamin Sesko? 6'5". Goodness me. We've got an absent 6'5". Harders. He gets the Reds excited. Stick your city. Oh my days. What was that defending? For Fiorentina have gone 1-0 up. I'm sorry, what the hell's just happened? What's just happened? Sorry. I don't know what the hell's just happened. Sorry, I'm also wearing a green shirt today, which is quite stupid of me. Look at that. But like, how did we do that? I'm so baffled. Fiorentina 1 up though. How have we done that? That is the most sloppy goal to concede. Ahmad, edge of the box. Now Cunha, now Ahmad again. Oh, shoots with his left and shoots with his right. Gianluigi wants to move to Manchester United. PSG have put a £26 million price tag on the goalkeeper. Player is attracted to the Premier League and more specifically Manchester United. No sign that United are looking to bring him in, but it seems similar to the Benjamin Sesko situation. If United want him, they'll get him. That's wild. £26 million for Donnarumma, who's just won the Champions League, is insane. He's 26 years old as well. I do think he's a bit overrated, but like he's still one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Like I do think he's overrated in terms, like he's not a top 5 goalkeeper in the world, but like we have Onana right now. Onana is our main man. Like we cannot be picky. Plus 26 million for such a young goalkeeper. He's just won the Champions League. He's definitely good. He's a solid 7 or 8 out of 10. I'd go up there to say like Raya and like Allison and Thibaut Courtois are like 9s and 10s and stuff. But Dorgu, has he committed the foul there? He has. adding Belieber and Donnarumma to this team would be lethal. I genuinely think we're in a solid chance to work for top 4 next season. Genuinely, the problem is you just don't got legs in that midfield, and Carlos Belieber would bring so much of that. Onana and Maguire as the spine is mad. Yeah, true. What the heck is happening to our defense? It's so wide open. And when we're there to cover there as well, just funny. Ugh. Excuse me. Bruno down the right-hand flank. Casemiro feeds it to Cunha. And he's going to progress forward with the ball. And this is very good from Cunha. Gives it to Dorgu. Can lay it off to Cunha now. Bruno. Beautiful from Cunha and from Bruno, and Dorgu tries to feed it to Mount. Unfortunately, Mount can't bring it with him. And it's come back to Dorgu though. Bruno. Now Dorgu again. Having that middleman like Sesko next season is going to be so crucial. Having a genuine target man who we can, well, hopefully rely on to slot up in the back of the net. I mean, most of our players were scared to even pass it in the middle of the pitch because of you didn't want it to go to Højlund. It just you would lose it instantly. The ball would just be lost. He would wrestle with the players and then lose the ball, and you wouldn't trust him for it, even a tap in. Cunha, the beautiful from Mbeumo and Ahmad. And that's brilliant play by Mount, and that's play on by the referee. Now Patrick Dorgu back into Cunha, and now Dorgu again can give it to Casemiro, and now here's Cunha on the left-hand side. Gives it to Dorgu. Tries to get his feet sorted. Bruno tried to get in there as well. And Lenny Yoro holds it, but it's a foul. Commits the foul. But you can already see the fluidity of our team is just so much better. With Maguire in defense, we leak goals and the stats prove it. Should have been rid of him preseason. Disagree. I don't think we have the money to improve on a place like that. There were so many more. Like, I do agree that Maguire's not good enough in the long term, but if you think about it, improving a backup centre, because at the end of the day, Maguire is a backup centre back. Our starting centre backs will be Lenny Yoro, De Ligt, and one of Mazraoui or Aiden Heaven next season, and Maguire will be back up for De Ligt. And so, if you think about it, if we got rid of Maguire, we probably would have gotten 30 million, and an improvement would have costed at least 50 to 60 million, which means that 30 million net spend. There was much smarter and bigger improvements that needed to be made. Cunha and Mbeumo were massive ones to replace the likes of Anthony and Garnacho and Mount and put him as backup. Carlos Belieber or a midfielder of some sort is definitely someone we need to do, because Casemiro is just not good enough and fast enough at this in this league. And then, because you need someone with energy to partner with Kobe or with Bruno. And then up front, we desperately needed to replace Rasmus Højlund. I do think Xerxes is a great backup to have, but I don't think he was the person that could have led the line. And I think him and Sesko working off each other will be really good. And then also, Onana is a much bigger defensive weakness than Maguire, in my opinion. I think Maguire is a lot more solid than Onana, and I have more faith in Maguire than Onana, because I have next to zero faith in Onana. Oh my word! See, this is what I'm talking about, Casemiro, bro. Just way too slow and off the pace. But yeah, and I think if we get Belieber, if we get Donnarumma, and we still have money, Then you could argue maybe adding centre back depth would be great, but then you could also argue that right wing back depth would be even better. So like, it's definitely I definitely hear it, but I think there's bigger improvements needed then. Hey, all great signing, new era begins. Yeah, I don't think we've missed. I don't think Ruben Amorim's missed on a signing yet. And Buemo looks class. Cunha looks class. Dorgu looks class. Um, and like obviously Ngate and everything looks crap, but that's not his signing. That's Ten Hag signing. That is an awful goal to concede. 1-0 Fiorentina. I don't understand how nobody is marking the back post. Fiorentina. Oh goodness, Fiorentina flashed it across goal, and Ahmad's been fouled there in the process of trying to defend that. Josh, we apparently were broke. Now money for Cunha and Buemo Sesko and maybe British transfer record for Baliba. We have money to replace a very slow Maguire. He's rubbish. Yes, I agree, but again, still that he's definitely not in the pecking. He's not in the pecking. Oh my word, De Gea's almost made an absolute blunder there. Um, he's still not in the pecking order of what we need. We still need to cough up maybe like 120, 130 million to get both Gianluigi Donnarumma and Carlos Baliba over the line. We have money, but you also got to understand it's not just infinite amounts of money. But I do agree. We were told that we were broke and we've managed to go and. But I think a lot of the money for Cunha, Sesko, and Abuemo has come from the fact that we are the best at generating revenue for things like T-shirt sales. We are the biggest club in the world, so people want to pay people want to pay to watch us. All of things like that accumulate to like PSR and everything. But I agree. Maguire is definitely a player that replacement is needed, but nowhere near the likes of like Casemiro, the likes of Anana, Hoyland, Garnacho. I think they were much weaker areas than Maguire. And to be honest, last season proved it. Yes, Maguire has his flaws. He's slow. He's not very good positionally. He gets caught, and he's not particularly great at passing. But he pulls up with some clutch goals. He can be defensively sound when he wants to be. He's good aerially, um, and he provides that sort of strength and aerial presence. Whereas like with Garnacho or like a Hoyland, they literally offer zero. Like with Maguire, I think in the last 2 seasons, it's felt he's been the weak link in that team, but but Garnacho and like Hoyland and everything genuinely feels like you're playing against an extra man. Like it feels like they're playing for the other team. Like I genuinely felt it felt like 12 versus 10 when we had Hoyland up front because Hoyland would miss every single chance. Every single time he'd get the ball, he'd just fumble over. I think he's a much weaker player than Maguire. New Carrington looks good, but disgraceful just left to right. Yeah, true, but I mean you can't deny that like probably got the best training facilities now in the Prem. Like genuinely, it's absolutely beautiful Carrington now, the refurbished Carrington. Oh, beautiful from Bruno into Mount. He's gonna find Ahmad wide. If Mboma can make the overlapping run, he does make the run and he does find it, but Ahmad's balls just overhits a little bit. But Mboma gets fouled, And that'll be a bring Belieber, please. Yeah, we need Casemiro does everything in slow motion. I don't know why we kept Casemiro. And Bravo would take this free kick as well. And Bramo will take and deliver into the box. In swinger into the box. Maguire gets up and just wide of the post. Very good at winning it, not really good, not great at directing it. Maguire. Look, I'm not trying to be an advocate for Maguire because I do genuinely think he isn't good enough for Manchester United, but you got to look at the state we're in currently, and we're holding on to the past of like he's been better in the last 2 seasons than he was in the other 2 seasons before. But and then I also agree that Maguire needs to be gone, but I think there are much weaker areas than Maguire in our team. Like I think I like genuinely like that's what I said about McTominay. McTominay at the time needed to be sold. But I genuinely think we have replaced McTominay with a weaker, worse player in Agate. I don't see it with Agate. I genuinely, if you gave me the option of McTominay or Agate right now, I take McTominay. But don't get me wrong. I think selling McTominay at the time was the right move. But we should have got someone like João Neves or someone who had that pace, that had that agility, and had that picking up from the ball. I genuinely think Agate is a worse player than McTominay, and I think he's better at like 2 things, which is ball recoveries and maybe tackling. But other than that, I think McTominay's got absolutely everything over him. I don't rate Agate at all, which I know Jeff is indifferent. I think Jeff loves Agate and thinks he's like a great player. I don't see it with Agate. I think he needs to be sold like just as like I think Maguire needs to be sold before Agate, but I think Agate is up there in terms of like just he needs to get gone. That performance against Everton as well was like dreadful. Just proved everything. Here's Mount. Dorgu. He's going to give it to... Beautiful from Cunha into Mount. Tries to get the cross in, and it's going to be a corner kick to Manchester United. So what is your midfield? Belieber and Mainu, or Belieber and Agate? Belieber and Mainu, or Belieber and Bruno. I wouldn't... There's not a world where I would start Agate. Not a world where... If we get Belieber... The idea with Belieber would be to bench... Agate. Yeah, that would be the idea. But I want to see Mainu and Belieber together. Oh, beautiful! Casemiro on the back post. Was it Lenny Yoro or Casemiro on the back post? Wait, I can't tell if it was Lenny Yoro or if it was Casemiro. Beautiful delivery from Bruno Fernandes. Both goals from a corner kick. I think it was Casemiro who leaped for it, and I think it was Dzeko, Edin Dzeko, that maybe it would have come off. It ain't Casemiro who got that. No, it's Edin Dzeko on goal. Oh no, sorry, Gossens, not Dzeko. It looks like Dzeko. Your disrespect for Agate is killing me. Look, I did try and back him last season, but I just didn't see it. Especially that goal that we conceded against Brentford last season and everything. I just don't see it with Agate. I could be proved wrong, and I really want to be, but he just looks so like slow. Like he just, it kills me the fact that we spent 60 million on Agate when we could have got João Neves for 67 million. We literally funded PSG to get João Neves, and João Neves is one of the best midfielders in the world. But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I know you really rate Agate, and I know a lot of people, a lot of others do. But I don't really see it. I like silky smooth footballers, and also I like Baliba's profile. I like the pace, the agility, the range of passing, the ability to take the ball under his feet and take it away from players. His progressive movement, everything about that. He's strong. I haven't seen that with Agate. But I want you to make a case for him, Jeff. If you truly believe, like, because I know you believe that Agate is a good player, I want you to tell me the advantages and what Agate is good at that he offers to the team. Really, here's Ahmad slots into the penalty area, and that's gonna be a corner. Goal kick. Never mind. He's running out of play. Mason Mount is really impressing me, apparently. I don't understand how MUTV can charge people to buy these preseason games and then not even be able to stream it in 1080p. Brian Mbuemo into Ahmad. Brilliant from Brian Mbuemo, though. It'll be another corner for Manchester United. I think Mbuemo's on the in-swingers. And Mbuemo is on our set pieces. Agate is a dog fighter, brave, strong tackles, protects centre-backs. I would... maybe. He can be a dog sometimes. Fighter... Yeah, he fights off the pitch when he's on... I mean, he fights like when the ball's not in play. Brave... it's like... There's a lot of... Strong tackles, okay, I'll give you that a little bit. He's got decent tackling. Protect centre-backs, we didn't see that last season. I mean, remember early on in the season, Agate and Mainu. And Agate's main job was to protect centre-backs, and we got absolutely run over the park by Tottenham because he was just nowhere to be seen. His positional sense is dreadful. Like, he's never in the right place at the right time. He's got no turn of pace. He's very slow. Agate reads the play well, and he's a tackler. We had Fred and McTominay, and everyone hated them. Agate is so much better. I'd go on a limb and say Fred is more of a dog than Agate is, and he was more of a runner. I do think Agate is better than Fred, but like. All of these things, like, I don't think he really provided much defensive. Oh, brilliant header. David De Gea, flipper now. Lani Yoro from point blank range. I do it, but why is the standard Fred and McTominay? Like, if you gave... Okay, I'll ask you this then, Jeff. Is the okay, both you and Travis... would you prefer we have Agate and we spent the 60 million, right? Or would you have preferred that we spent 67 million, but we got João Neves, who won the Champions League with PSG last season? I'm going to give you the option, because I know which one I'm picking, and it ain't Agate. It seems Agate is great at recovery tackles, but not at anticipating danger, and Amarim wants both. Yeah, I think, that's what I said. I think Agate is great at tackling, and he's quite decent at ball recoveries. He's great at like winning the ball off players, but I don't think he's particularly good under pressure. He's not strong at all. Every single time I see him in a duel, he just falls. He just falls over. And I don't think he's got a great range of passing. I don't think his passing is particularly great. I don't think he's fast enough to be able to burst past a couple of players. I think he's good, but I don't think he's what Manchester United need. And I don't think he works well in a. I don't think he works well in a Ruben Amorim system. I think he would suit a much more defensive team. Maybe a team. What's a really defensive team? Like a team like let's go Premier League teams. Let's. I can just do this. A team like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but a team like Brentford or Everton or a team like that, I think, or like Nottingham Forest, I think he would suit a team like that because of the defensive play that they typically go for. Whereas I don't think Agata suits an attacking a team that wants to be progressive and attacking. I think that's not what he's good at. And that Ahmad commits the foul there. I don't understand why players try to commit a foul from the back. Mbeumo's delivery is top draw. Dorgo playing well. Sesko is going to feast from these Mbeumo crosses. De Gea. Flip sake, man. Oh my word. Ball in for Fiorentina. Is that Moise Kean? Moise Kean. Remember, he was a Juve wonder kid and then flopped at Everton, and now he's gets at Fiorentina. David De Gea could save the flipping Titanic. Guess we'll agree to disagree, lol. Yeah, that's fair. It's all irrelevant as we have Agate, not Neves. No, I agree. But what I'm saying is, if you look at the situations, I was annoyed that we got Agate and we didn't get Jean Neves. Like if you think about the quality of player we could get for what we paid for Agate isn't good enough for the standard and the amount that we paid for him. He's not that level. He's not good enough. Completely different players. Zhao is a playmaker. Agate is a destroyer. Yes, but they play very similar positions. And also, if you look at Amorim's system, do you need a playmaker, or do you need a João Neves is a playmaker, but he's very good at doing the dirty work. He's very good at ball recoveries. He's very good at getting at positional and man marking. He's very good at all of that, and he does that really well. That's why PSG are able to play him at like right back shifts when they need to. Like, yeah, it's I'm not obviously we're not gonna we don't have and we're not gonna get Jean Neves, but what I'm saying is for the amount that we paid for Agate and the expectation that was meant of him, he's not lived up to it, and I don't think he's good enough to play for Manchester United in the future. I think he's fine for rotation this season though. I think we definitely need I think he'll be useful this season. We score from that set piece 6 out of we score from that set piece play 6 out of 10 times, by the way. Sesko's gonna love Mbeumo's crosses. I wonder if we're going to see a lot of changes in the second half. I hope not. I don't want to see a crazy amount of changes. I actually don't know who's on the bench. Leniara wins the free kick there. Brilliant, brilliant defending by Leniara. Genuinely got a generational centre back on our hands, man. Can't believe it. We've got Delet, Hoyland, Agate, Shaw, Cheeto, Leon, Cobby. Look, I don't want to see massive changes in the second half, but if I did see changes, I'd like to see Casemiro come off, Cobby on. I want to see more of Mbuemo and Cunha, obviously. So, like, respectfully, Mount actually played really well. I think he's probably played the best out of the three of them. But I'm just more excited by Cunha and Mbuemo to just see. I mean, if this was a Premier League game, then you keep on your best player. But right now, I'm just trying to see the new players play. Brilliant play by Mbuemo as he gets in there, but loses out on the ball there. That's gonna be out. But yeah, probably Cobby and Cheeto. I don't want to see Hoyland. I want to see Cheeto more. I want to see more of Cheeto. Dorgu. Oh, that's poor. Burma goes up third. Moses Keane will win that. Here's Maguire. Ahmad. Brilliant touch on the right-hand side. He can bring it in. There's 4 players on him. He's going to bring it to Casemiro. Terrible cross inside. Doesn't even beat the man 2 meters away from him. Aiden Heaven. Lovely play. Lovely play. Lenny Yoro and Aiden Heaven are just such cold and composed players, man. The way they turn with the ball is so beautiful. This is exactly what I've been looking forward to. Again, the awesome banter between us again. Those few months without Premier League do drag on. I'm happy to have you back. Yeah, nah, I do. I am excited to see the new campaign. I got so fed up of last season. Where I genuinely think this season is going to be quite exciting for United. I think we're actually going to have stuff. We're going to look forward to our games this season. I generally do think that. I still think United fans need to lower the expectations a bit. We shouldn't just be expecting Champions League this season. Like a top 8 finish would be a brilliant season for us, especially considering we finished 15th with like almost 39 points last season. I'm excited to see just like us progress as a team, getting used to the new system, get used to the system, get these players integrated and slowly build up. But we will have games where we lose, we will have games where we draw, and we'll have bad performances. But I want to see that lessen this season, because that was all we saw last season. We barely ever saw a win. Mbuemo, brilliant cross in, and Aiden Heaven there with the header. Mbuemo's deliveries are crisp. Brilliant delivery from Mbuemo, and it's actually a great connection by Aiden Heaven. Brilliant ball over by Bruno Fernandes. Cunha is in. Has he been fouled? He's gone down, but nothing has been given. It's a lovely run by Cunha, though. Buemo. No, it's Lenny Yara now. Ahmad. Good play by Ahmad and Mount. Good play by Buemo. Casemiro sends it wide for. Oh. Mount actually got a good connection on that. There's nobody in the box there to find it. He actually had good connection there. Just nobody in the box there. That's hopefully where we're going to be finding Sesko in those positions next season. Sesko getting on the end of those Mbuemo crosses. Movies are about to be made. Brilliant pressing by Ahmad and Mount, and we've actually won the throw-in off that. And now Lenny Yaro gives it to Ahmad. Gives it to Mbuemo. Very loop ball. Throw in. Come on, boys. Mbuemo tries to find someone in the middle of the park. Nobody's there, though. Cunha. Lovely progressive play. Gives it to Dorgu. Here's Mbuemo, now Cunha. Oh, tries to find Ahmad again, Bruno. And then Casemiro does well to keep the ball. Now Ahmad gives it to Cunha. Nah, just bring it back to Lenny Yoro, yeah. Like that from Ahmad. Now Casemiro. Casemiro gives the ball away again. And that is going to be half-time. Bedtime now. See you for Arsenal, mate. Go United. Much appreciated, Jeff. Go and enjoy your sleep. Manchester United 1-1 between Fiorentina at half-time. And it's actually been a decent performance. Both teams scoring from corners in that game. So, yeah. And Mbuemo has played like 4 crosses here, and all of them have found a United player. Show me a better team than this. Ba-da-da-da-da. I want to... Okay, wait. I want to change my top so it doesn't keep disappearing because it's green. And then I want to talk... I want to talk to you guys about the upcoming season, but then also about FPL, if you guys would be down for that. If you guys can bear with me, I'm going to switch this off for a second. I'll still be here. I don't know how much you'll be able to hear of me, but I'll be talking, kind of. Not really. Give me a second. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. What if I just put on like a hoodie or something? Oh, I don't got a hoodie though. I got no hoodies. Where's all my hoodies? Okay, I'm gonna put this one on. Give me a second, I'm almost done. Okay. I'm here. Don't leave me. Okay. Let's do this. Watch now. The green screen is gonna be messed up. Alright, it's actually fine. Let's move this up a bit. Sweet Caroline. Bum bum bum. Good times. Oh wait, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Happy stream, mate. I appreciate the $2, Jeff. Much love to you. And I hope you rest up well, mate. Rest up well. Okay. Do you guys want me to make a FPL? Let me know in the chat. Do you guys want me to make an FPL, like, what's it called? An FPL, league. Also, let me know what you guys are feeling in terms of FPL, what like players you've been looking at and everything. I want to see that. That'd be quite interesting. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. I got Embuemo on my team. It's kind of bad. I got Embuemo on my team, but that's purely just because I've got Embuemo in my name. My name is Embuemo Nation. No, wait, what is it? My Embuemotion. Embuemotion. That's my name. I don't know what are you guys feeling for FPL? I think I'm gonna have to get rid of one of Cucarea or Vad. Oh wait, current price. Let's get a who's a 4 million player that wouldn't be bad. Tuanzebe, Nathaniel Klein, Roden, Sweet Caroline. Cabia and Sambi. Let's do this. Price up to there. FBL, of course, lots of choices. Defo, Palmer, Salah, and João Pedro. No United players, got to admit, tempted by Verts. Yeah, I thought João Pedro was my sneaky little pick. But, yeah, I was also thinking that. I want to get Palmer in, but I don't have the money. But I'm trying to make a way to fit him in now. But I have to get a £4.5 million player if I want to fit him in. Is there any player, Bajkatek? Yeah, everybody. United players hyped him. I mean, what's not United fan? Liverpool fans hyped Bajkatek up so much, and he's just not. He's not lived up to their expectations. Gonzalez, Lucy, who played for? I don't think Colley's gonna get much minutes for us this season. McConnell, Noni. Reed, Deckwood over Reed. Let's put Deckwood over Reed in there. Because then I can fit him in. Yeah, let's do that. It's not been terrible, but we desperately need Sesko up front immediately with Mount there. We have no focal points or way out except launching balls over the top and everybody dropping deep. Brilliant assessment of that first half, to be honest. I think Mount has played well, but you can see we lack real goal threat in the middle of the pitch, so we have to constantly play the long balls, like you said, and go wide a lot. And then when we do put the crosses in, there's no focal point to actually hit off there. Yeah, I like that. Oh wait, I can play a 3 at the back, can't I? Okay, let's do that. I have the only United player I have is Dorgu, and that's purely because he's 4.5 million. But a star. Wait, why would I have a? Why would I start a Starve? Wait, I've got no good defenders. Never mind, I can't do that. Oh, flip. This is a problem. But I really want Palmer in. Maybe I just keep that for now. Until I have enough. Unless I go for 5.5. Who have Fulham got on opening day? Okay, Leeds have got... Everton have Leeds. Which is a good... No, I want to keep Pickford. I want Cucurella as well. Or do I... No, do I go for a... Do I go Virgil? Or do I go Cucurella? I don't know. Touching me. I got no good defenders at the moment. My defenders are all crap. I got one good defender, and the rest of them are all the money is just in midfielders. I've only got one premium defender. Look at the Spurs or Forest defenders. I've Spurs got a good run in. I've got Dorgu there, but that's purely because he's 4.5 mil. Okay, wait, let's do, leagues. Configure a league. Okay, join a league. And by join a league, I mean create a league. Where's create a league? I need to configure a league. Touching you. Create a league. There we go. Create a league. Wait, no, that's a league cup. Create a league cup. Okay. We'll do it same time as last, scoring from day. What? How does the cup work? Invite people to join this league. Yeah. And then I'll send it to myself so that we can. Tim's gonna be another. Tim's been reigning champion of our league for the last 2 seasons, so he's probably gonna cook us. So I probably just want to listen to anything Tim says, really. But yeah. Tim, just tell me what your team is. I'm gonna copy you, and then I'm gonna beat all my team. You know, that's what I should do. If you can help me win my my friend's group chat league, because every single time I'm pretty sure you've ranked higher than all of us combined, and so I want, if I just copy of you, then I will beat them. You know, but you don't want cup, I don't think. Oh, I don't know what the difference is really. I think that because it has cup or head to head, but I think the cup is like actually with the league. I think head to head is like every single. Yeah, I think. Wait, I'm pretty sure it's normal still. I don't know. Renew your leagues. Oh, I can just renew the old league. Oh, flip. That's. What if you just renew it? Wait, but now I don't know which one. Oh, so I can just renew that league. Okay, I've renewed that. So just renew the old league. Okay, never mind. I don't know how to delete this one now. Oh, no, this is bad. This is bad, guys. This is bad. Pending moderation. Ignore this league. Ignore this league, lol. Delete league. There we go. Okay. If you go into your FBL, you can just go into the old ones. Yeah. So I renewed the league, so we've got that. I wonder when the player's actually gonna come up for half time. I mean for the second half. Have to say the last two games from Mason Mount, I moved 4 out of 4 crosses in 45 minutes. Is this my life now? Talk about a special moment for Benjamin Sesko. Brian Mbeumo is one of the most Manchester United attackers ever. What a player. It's either Casemiro or Ugarte for game week 1. Oh no. I'd honestly probably... You go Ugarte though. You do go Ugarte. But, yeah, it's a tough one. You can't. You can see why Mbeumo attempted 202 crosses last season. He's bloody damn good at them. Sesko is going to thrive. The figure on the table for Rasmus Højlund's potential loan move to AC Milan is a £3.5 million loan fee with an option to buy for 35 million. Manchester United are not an obstacle, but Højlund is yet to be convinced. Not convinced of Milan. Who does he think he is? Sweet Caroline. Benjamin Sesko. Manchester United latest rival, Benjamin Sesko. I would have preferred him to walk out in a suit, low key, because the last player that we had that got presented at Old Trafford in a tracksuit, you know how that turned out. Players are coming out. Hulle kom uit. That's Afrikaans for they are coming out. It worked. Yeah, awesome. Cool. So we got that sorted. Who is still on the bench and who's not on the bench? I think it is an unchanged 11. I think it is an unchanged 11. Oh, flip. I forgot to stop the timer. My bad. Okay. Game hasn't gone off, by the way. I'm just... waiting for the game to get underway, yeah. There we go. Finally, the sprinklers are off. And we're underway. Second half is started unchanged. Unchanged team, which I'm happy with. And Mbeumo seems to be more central in starting this half off. What would be your ideal after signings? Okay, let's do this. What would be your ideal starting 11 after your ideal signings by the start of the season? Make it realistic, obviously. My ideal, with obviously, it's realistic, but it's also trying to be a little bit hopeful, in the sense that it's maybe not all too realistic. Like it's not a massive likelihood that we get Carlos Baleba, but there's a chance. In which case, then it's not too unrealistic. Let me know your 11. I think it's gonna be Donnarumma, in goal. I'd then go Aiden Heaven, De Ligt, and Yoro. I think I would choose this back three. Besides Maguire, I'd go De Ligt. I wouldn't start Mazraoui. I'd then go Dorgu and Ahmad on the wing backs. I'd then go Carlos Baleba and one of Bruno or Mainu, and it's so tough to figure out which one I'd start. But the thing is, you don't bench your captain, do you? But also, I really want to fit Mainu into the team. But I think it'd be perfectly fine for him to rotate game by game. Oh my word. Okay, let's get this counter-attack going, gents. Come on, boys. Okay, someone's gone down. Lenny Yara's been hits in the face, yeah. Let's go with Bruno and Carlos Baleba. That's what I would do. Then I'd have Mbeumo Mbeumo right side, Cunha left side, and Sesko up front. That would be my ideal 11. I think the hardest part is about shoehorning Bruno and Mainu in the same team. But one thing you don't want to do is try and fit in both of them just for the sake of having the quality on the pitch. Rotate between them, because we've seen that time and time again. When you try and fit square pegs and round holes, they never end up working. Understand that that Kobe and Bruno probably, unless Kobe, Bruno, Carlos Baleba would need to start if he comes. I would like to see Mbeumo and Cunha together. But if you're gonna want to play Kobe and Bruno together as well, then you need to drop one of Cunha or Mbeumo. You need to drop one of them too. But you can't have Mbeumo, Kobe, Cunha, and Bruno start at the same time. You need a defensive-minded midfielder with like Carlos Baleba, and then you need a box-to-box like Bruno or Kobe. But Bruno can also really play that 10 really well. So if Mbeumo or Cunha are a bit off the pace, you can put Bruno in that 10 role. But I would like to see Cunha and Mbeumo start on the opening day. What do I think the starting 11 will be, though? Donnarumma. Tim says his ideal 11 for next season would be Donnarumma, Yoro, De Ligt, and Martinez. Oh, I forgot about Martinez. I forgot he was even a United player. Oh yeah, then maybe yes. Depending on how he looks after injury, Martinez or Heaven. I love that shout. Dorgu on the left, Ahmad on the right, Baleba and Fernandez, and Mbeumo, Sesko, and Cunha. I like that. Pretty much the same as me, except obviously, I mean, I don't know. You can tell me, Tim, Do you think that is going to be heavily contested between Mainu and Bruno? I think obviously, I think I think Amarim will go for Bruno just because simply he's the captain, but also it's just great. It's great options to have, isn't it? You want those type of headaches. By the way, Fiorentina have just hit the bar. Yeah. Estava. I want to see how Estava looks for Chelsea. Casemiro feeds it to Cunha. Now Casemiro loses it. Switch of play from Bruno. It's going to be out. Is that Sesko? Is Sesko on the bench? Or am I bugging? Is that like Tyler Fredrickson or something? It looked like Sesko for a second. Probably not though. Oh my days, Casemiro, brilliant stop by Dog. Get rid of Casemiro is gonna be such a headache next season, man. Fiorentina have been predominantly on the attack the whole time, yeah. Brilliant play by Mason Mount. Wins the ball high up the pitch. Lovely play. Now here comes Ahmad on the right hand side. Gives it to Casemiro. Bruno behind him. Over the bar. Lovely play from Mount though. Grant says, welcome to the chat, man. Yes, Josh, my brother. Josh, isn't the score 1-1? Oh, flip, it is. I forgot to change the score. My bad. Appreciate you, bro. This is why I need you as mod, man. Josh, bro finally got the timer working. That's a W, bro. Yeah, it's a proper W. Yeah, we got it working now. A bit scuffed, a lot more scuffed than it was before, but yeah, it works now, so. Mason Mount. Bruno. Bruno. Uh. Good play. Now here's Dorgu. Wins it. Wins the foul. To be honest, bro, I don't know if I'm gonna continue with streaming for a while. I've been locking in with myself. Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. There's a part of me that's like a little bit like I really enjoy doing the streams. Don't get me wrong as well, but there's a part of me that's also like, am I gonna be able to sustain this and continue this because I've got so much to balance on my plate right now. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I'm gonna try. Ahmad, Casemiro. That's gonna be a foul. How is that not a foul? Thing is, I do, but I keep getting people telling me I sound a little bit like a kid. Lol, bro. If that's the reason, then rather just keep going. Don't worry about. I got so many. You get some. Everybody will yap 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 and talk about They'll criticize you because everybody just likes to criticize and make fun of you until you succeed, until you make it. And then people applaud and pretend to be your friend and everything, and pretend that they've been supporting you since day one. Um, some people just don't understand it, man. Some people just don't understand it. So if that is your reason, rather just keep going with the streams. Don't listen to it. I think I got it deeper though. What do you mean you got it deeper? Oh, you as in your voice, or you mean? Look, bro, if your voice is something you want to work on, that's calm. But like, don't let anybody tell you, or like, don't let any criticism get you to stop you from doing what you want to do. It's the most. It's the way. It's the biggest like load of rubbish ever. Rather just ignore them. I still get it to this day. 45,000 subscribers deep. 20 odd million views in my life, and people still get call me cringe for what I do. So you're never gonna escape it. You can be at 100 million and people will still call you cringe. People still call Mr. Beast cringe. It's cringe until it works, and then even then it's a little bit cringe. But like at the end of the day, you're gonna be the one benefiting from it, and you're doing what you enjoy. So don't let anybody listen to you. Don't listen to anybody like that. Not don't let anybody listen to you. That would be a bit stupid, wouldn't it? Mm-mm-mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, players warming up on the touchline. Nothing against this gaffer, but the squad with a 4-3-3 is nuts. Cunha. Oh. Close. Very close. Good shot, though. Just wide of the post. Locking in with Christ, working on lots of cardio calisthenics skills, skill training, working on animation. That's my summer, bro. Sick, bro. That's sick, man. Not really just the reason I want to be better. Element, in my opinion. Yeah, that's fair. Just do whatever you think will get you the most results and improve you the most, of course. Bruno will take this corner. Ball in. Oh, heads go up and ball goes out. Playing around the back now. One thing I will say is I do think we want to play Ahmed on the right wing back side this season. But if things are not going as well as we want it to be going in the game, tactical changes are a great thing. You know, you can literally get Mazraoui on, and put Ahmed in one of the tens if Cunha and Bomo's not having a great game. There's so much rotation with the squad, which I kind of love. And then also change formations every now and then if need be. I mean, if it's not working in the game, which obviously this is the standard formation, it's the formation we want to go with long term. But if things aren't working, we can't seem to break a team down. So as a transition to a 4-3-3, get more wide players involved, put it in back four and get an extra man in that midfield. You know, get more wide men. You know, like it's a good idea. I'm excited to see how Chelsea play this season. I think Chelsea are gonna cook, bro. I think Chelsea are challenging for the league this season. Genuinely, I think Chelsea are one of my top. I genuinely think that Chelsea will be in the running for the league this season. Genuinely do. Ah. Max Verstappen. I think we start well, and don't flop in December. Then yes, I mean that's what the title race is, I guess. Yeah. No, I do think you'll be in a great run. I think João Pedro will improve you guys massively this season. Oh, Chelsea playing right now? No, Chelsea played yesterday. Oh my word! Flicked on by Maguire. Mount's low-key cooking for United though. Oh no. Moise Caicedo is offside there. David De Gea. David De Gea puts it out of play. Once a red, always a red. What the heck has happened? Everything's just frozen. Everything on my thing's just frozen. Okay, let's restart. Should still be live streaming though. I'm hoping that that's all good still. Yeah, we're all good. Although no. Wait, is that good? This is no. I don't know why this is. Why does this say no? That is weird. It's supposed to be 1-1. And then, yup. I think our away kit's coming out. Oh, our third kit is coming out. Our third kit's gonna be coming out in like a few days. Brian Abuemo. Oh, had the Stretford end waiting for that goal there. Maguire! Oh my word! Lovely shot. Go on, Harry. I gotta try to do a Champions League vlog for the channel. Oh, you gotta, bro. That would be sick, man. What a drill by Harry Maguire, though. Oh, poor touch by Mateus Cunha there. Bruno. Bruno into Cunha now. Oh, it's a poor pass. It's actually great. It's good play, but poor pass. Oh, I don't know if it is a poor pass, if it is bad read by Bruno. 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 He came from Sporting like Cristiano. Moise Keane. Paul. Oh, it's smacked straight across. It just hits it against their own player there. Be nice to see some subs. Says Mark. Need a number 9 to stretch that last line of defense so badly, man. Everything's to be happening only in the middle third, where we're trying to build up. Need more options. Aiden Heaven down, yeah. One of the MUTV commentators doesn't know the offside rule. Lol. Um, it's putting the pressure. Gentlemen agreement to leave. Manchester United are putting the pressure on Brighton to drop the transfer fee for Carlos Baleba to something more reasonable. If they lower the fee, United is ready to pivot to their next target. Meanwhile, they're also checking the phone call with with Crystal Palace about Adam Wharton's availability. Our sources state Adam Wharton has a gentleman agreement to leave next summer, and that can be fast tracked. Delo and Cobby seem to be coming on, and Shaw and Delitz, I think. Oh, Mbuemo coming off. Delet, Maguire off. Delo, I don't know where Delo's come. I think what's happening is Delo's gonna be and Ahmad's gonna play higher up. And then Mounts will play in the 10, in the 9. And Mbuemo will come off. Or is Cheeto Obi on? Oh no, he's not. Wait, I'm confused who's come off. Casemiro has come off and Cobby. Casemiro and where's Manu? There's Manu. That's sorted, no? Luke Shaw has come on as well. So we've done that, and then we'll bring off Heaven. There we go. That's the substitutions. Liniaro. Campaign kicks off, was it next Sunday? Bruno. Oh, so near though. Now Bruno. Tim with the £2. That is much appreciated, Tim. Much love. With the one VP. What is that? Is it a VP? Yeah, I don't know something, but much appreciated, Tim. You're an absolute legend of the channel, bro. I'm hoping now. Come, let's go. The timing. Come, let's go score goals instantly. Ahmad. But much appreciated, Tim. Oh. Bruno. Feeds it to Delo. Oh, Cunha's going to win this. Oh, no, it's just past his feet. No, never a foul. Bruno long ball to Dorgu. He's got open grass in front of him. He's not going to find it, though. Good play from Dorgu to Cunha. Ahmad's gone down. The stickers are so weird, lol. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. I wonder what the options are. I wonder if you get like custom stickers or something. Shaw loses possession there. Wins it back though. Shaw is a player that also needs to be sold, but we don't have the money or the ability to sell and replace him. I also don't think there's anybody who's going to want Luke Shaw at the moment. Him, TV commentator, has a job in football and didn't know your head can be offside. Dorgu. Beautiful from Cobby. Now Dorgu's gonna. Oh, it's a foul. Yeah, it's a foul. That's a foul. The timer says 1 hour 77 minutes low. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to have it just say just say the minutes, or I kind of just have to keep adjusting it. Bruno into Mason Mount. Bruno, now Mount again. Bruno again. Bruno in! Oh my word, how has Cunha not scored there? So unlucky. Mason Mount's played absolutely brilliantly. You could make an argument that he needs to start first game of the season. Lovely play by Mount. Wonder if Sesko will start the first game of the season, or if it will be similar to this. Oh! Lenny Yara gets his head on it again. David De Gea could save the flipping Titanic, man. Good play by Cobby. Now Mount. Bruno. So just play from Bruno. Wait, what's happened there? Okay, no, it's fine. Wait, is it? Oh. Time is a little bit behind, by the way. I've only just clocked that now. Oh. Yeah! There's a kid that screamed outside the room now. Changes for Fiorentina being made here now. I just want to get the season started, man. Dogu's going to be a serious player, man. Everyone is writing him off way too early. I prefer not to speak about this game. Manu Agate is coming on. Mount off, Agate on. Brilliant by Mount, though. And Agate, unfortunately, is going to come and replace Mason Mount. Although I don't know where he's going to play, though. Or is Bruno going to play up front? Mount and then Agate will play in over here as normal. Maino and Bruno pivot for the last 15 minutes. I think Bruno is going to be playing high up now. Unless Cunha goes up top. I don't know. Sunderland. I want to see how I really want Sunderland to do well this season. I like Sunderland. I think they're a good team. Oh, Ahmad's been caught off the ball there. Oh my word, they've been pushed through. Offside flag, but good save by Inda, to be fair. Moises Caicedo loves this offside. Change of goalkeeper. And David De Gea will be coming off. And I think it's mainly for a standing ovation. Beautiful. Beautiful to see him get a send-off. We didn't get to see him get the send-off last season. Or the season before that, I should say. I'm very happy to see that. Bayenda sends it wide. Long, I should say. And Ahmad's going to win that. It's been pulled back there. Makate right back. Not the position as in, like, just his pass was just so far back. Lovely play from Kobe. Beautiful. That's the Kobe we know and love. Get this man, Carlos Baliba, man. I think what would be great is for him to rotate with Bruno next to Carlos Baliba this season. And then when Bruno eventually has to start, like, shedding his, Bruno is going to inevitably get older and get a little bit more worn down, then give the mantle over to Kobe. Because Kobe is such a brilliant football man. It's a brilliant footballer. I think it gets overshadowed sometimes because of the fact that he doesn't start so much. He starts in a lot of teams in the Premier League. Oh, Leniar just overhits it to the low. Oh my word. Dog was just giving it away. And Moise Keane is rubbish, by the way. That shot has just gone up for a throw-in. Yes, Fiorentina on the attack now. Delet gets in between and then messes up a little bit. Oh, no added time as well. Referees brought the game to the close. It's 1-1. Well, that second half was a bit of a waste of time. But yeah, referee has called a stop to this game. Referee has called a stop to this contest at 7 and 25. Okay, yeah. Well, that is exciting. We are all done with preseason. Manchester United kick off their campaign against Arsenal next week. And I will see you lot for that game. Goodness me, it's exciting, isn't it? Just to give you a quick rundown, I thought the boys played decent. The second half was a bit disappointing, a bit of a letdown. But Mbeumo was definitely a bright spark of today. But if I had to give a man of the match today, it would be Mason Mount. I thought he was excellent today. Positive signs, but definitely still shows that there's a lot of work to be done. But I'm excited for the Arsenal game. I think we can. We got some signings to sort out. We got some signings new in, and I'm excited. I'm scared, but I'm excited. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Special shout out to Tim and Jeff for donating to the channel, helping out the channel. I much appreciate it. And other than that, I will see you guys for the game against Arsenal. Take care of yourselves. Hopefully we can get some advancements with Carlos Baliba and Gianluigi Donnarumma, maybe even Kurt Lehmann or something Lehmann's or whatever. But I'll see you guys for the game against Arsenal. Excited.